Welcome to GOA365 English News Bulletin. I'm Anjali and these are the headlines. Saipai Lake still badly polluted. Joint inspection held after one approaches court as risk of contamination spreading to groundwater table wells in the village on the rise. 4.3 kgs of ganjas, 2 pistols, 18 live rounds seized from one person at the Margao railway station today by Railway Police NCB. Light to moderate rainfall accompanied with lightning and strong winds likely today too. Satari, Bicholi, Perne, Sange likely to be in their path. And now for the news in detail. Railway Police Margao and Narcotics Control Bureau arrested one person with 4.3 kgs of ganja and 2 pistols, 18 live rounds at the Margao railway station today.
Based on specific input from the NCB, a joint operation was conducted by the RPF and NCB, and one person, Thanaram, resident of Rajasthan, was arrested from Margao railway station today, authorities said. The accused was carrying with him 4.3 kgs of ganja, 2 pistols and 18 live rounds. The accused has been produced before the court.
Based on specific input received from NCB Goa, a joint search operation was conducted on arrival of train number 2780 Nizamuddin Vasco Goa Express, and that is today morning. This search operation was conducted by RPF Madgaon and NCB jointly. One accused was apprehended. One accused named Mr. Thanaram, resident of Barmer, Rajasthan. He was apprehended with 4.3 kgs of ganja, 2 live pistols of .32 mm and 18 live rounds. After proper seizure and panchanama, the accused was handed over to NCB, who has taken and produced him before court. Further investigation is on, and NCB is doing the investigation. Since firearms were also detected, Goa police also have taken legal course, and they will be also registering an FIR.
Sandeep Tuenkar for GOA365 from Margao.
Mask wearing in the state will soon be withdrawn, the Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said today. He said that collectors will issue notifications to this effect soon. However, today also saw India's first case of the XE variant of coronavirus disease. It was reported from Mumbai.
Wearing masks in public places had been enforced in the state after COVID pandemic had hit. However, as cases declined, many states like Maharashtra, Delhi, Telangana, West Bengal have announced the complete relaxation of COVID-19 norms starting from April in view of the steady decline in COVID-19 pandemic situation.
PM sir, mask Goa will be mask free sir.
Already collector the control
The disclosure of new COVID variants emerging in China and the rise of potentially more transmissible strain in the UK has recast the spotlight on the ongoing risk of the virus, even as health experts say there is no reason to panic. China, meanwhile, has seen its highest ever caseload today with over 20,000 cases reported. The country has now put 20 million of its citizens under lockdown in a bid to control the spread of the virus. The World Health Organization said a hybrid of 2 Omicron strains, BA1 and BA2, that was first detected in the UK and dubbed XE could be the most transmissible variant yet. It is estimated to spread 10% more easily than BA2, which itself was more transmissible than the original Omicron, famous for its ease of penetration. William Rodrigues for GOA365 from Panjim.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's been years since the Saipai Lake pollution issue first cropped up, but still the once pristine lake continues to suffer from unchecked sewage dumping, with risk of contamination spreading to groundwater tables and subsequently wells in the village, and the pressure from the courts. The Margao Municipal Council has been forced to once again reassess the situation and promise immediate action.
Post the inspection, the chief officer assured that action would be taken against the culprits. Fernandez informed that around 160 hotels and buildings in the area were currently dumping their raw sewage into the lake and were the main culprits behind the water body's rising pollution levels. After the inspection carried out by MMC today, a joint inspection with officials concerned will be held soon.
आज मीटिंग आसली ती सायपे लेका पोल्युशन जाता म्हणून
there is a petition before the Honorable High Court. Honorable High Court has asked some action plan from this municipal local body. So we have involved all the authorities like sewerage, like PWD, like health, and we are having pollution also, and we held a meeting, we held a deliberation. We are going to bring some solutions, and we are also inspecting the site. So sewerage department has some issues. They said like proper some their pipeline, whatever it is. So we are trying our best to get some relief from this. And before the matter comes before the Honorable High Court, we are trying to bring our action plan. There are some sources of who are causing the nuisance. Accordingly, we have conducted inspection, and we have found out almost 160 hotels and some big buildings which are source of this nuisance. Accordingly, we have issued notice to them, and today there was a hearing of this matter. All the stakeholders, all the authorities, even the petitioner was present. According to the petitioner, the disconnection of the power supply, electricity supply, that is not a solution, and there should be some, at least a concrete action has been taken by the authorities. So we are trying our best to come out with some solutions with the help of all the stakeholders as well as the petitioner and the other departments, online department like sewerage department, health department, PWD. We have called all them. We have held a meeting with Pollution Control Board as well.
With sewage management being the main issue, the chief officer cited internal problems of the sewerage department as the cause. Sewerage connections were given without doing proper studies into the matter, he said. While faulty connections may be the cause stated, several new constructions in the locality are reportedly lacking any such sewerage connections. Fernandes was questioned on the matter, and here's what he had to say.
There are some issues with the sewerage department. They say that whatever lines they have taken, there is the proper study has not been conducted. There are some gradient issue, and there is no flow of this thing properly. So these issues are there. So let us see. We have asked for the map of the site map of the entire city. So once a big building comes, they have to connect to the sewerage connect. They have to get it. Once they are applying to us, now the personal license itself mandates that they have to obtain all the type of connections.
So it should be compulsory.
Yeah. Now whatever new bylaw act is there, no, it is very compulsory to all the buildings.
While pulling up hotels and buildings responsible for dumping their waste in the lake is important, it will not fix the present damage done to the lake. Distillation should be the prime focus if the lake is to be saved, petitioner Antonio Alvarez said. Alvarez has filed a petition carrying this demand in the High Court. Listen to what he has to say.
He says that we will better go to the court because authorities are not listening. It's been 25 years now. The whole pollution is gone inside, and the fields need to be deseeded. They simply cannot have pollution more because we cannot grow crops over there. There's a lot of work that is required. So I went to the court to restore the fields in the cultivable state. So then the court told me, you make all these people parties. You can't go on making so many people parties because the entire government machinery is involved there. Almost every department is involved. So now the court directed them that you better to have an inspection. I told the court yesterday that it is not enough to just issue show cause notices or threats to cut their electricity and all. That is not going to serve the purpose because there are other sources also which are polluting the thing like the gutters. There are small slum areas in Margaon which are also letting their refuse thing a connection STP plant. And the major concern is whether the STP plant itself is functional. There's a major doubt there.
Ramesh Naik Raut for GOA365 from Naveli.
Newly elected Mandre MLA Jeet Arolkar has promised to save the 7 shacks that could come up for demolition at Keri Perne. These 7 shacks belong to locals. The MGP of which Jeet is a member is in alliance with the BJP in this government. Here's more.
Arolkar conducted an inspection of the Keri coastline on Wednesday. Locals questioned him about the government claims that he had spent crores of rupees in the last 10 years on development. They alleged that this was not visible at all. Listen to the reply given by the MLA.
पहिली जे घडला त्याच्यार म्हाका उलोवपाचें ना त्याची परिस्थिती तुम्ही हांगा पळयल्या कितलीशीं वर्सां फक्त माझो कन्सर्न आसलो आता टेंडर ऑलरेडी आउट जाला वर्क ऑर्डर पेंडिंग उरला जो 365 मिटर्स हे कंटिन्यू हे आमचे सॉयल इरोजनाचे काम उरला सो ते आता बेगिना बेगीन वर्क ऑर्डरूय मेळटली तेजी कामूय जातलें पूण फक्त म्हाका प्रॉब्लम आसलो इशू आसलो तो स्थानिकांचो जे स्थानिकांनी इशू रेज केला की बाबा हांगासर जे शेकां आहात 7 शेकां केरी बिचाचेर जे स्थानिकांची आहा जर हे कन्स्ट्रक्ट केले जाल्यार तांकां तेंच्या बिझनसाक त्रास जातलो आता तो तेंचे कडेन इंजिनियरा कडेन उलयला तांकां प्रोविजन स्टेप्स घालपाचे वा कितें 7 शेकांक स्टेप्स घालून तांकां येवपाक चडपाक ट्युरिस्टांक वयर येतले जेणे करून बिचाचेर जे ट्युरिस्ट भोंवतले जाल्यार शेकार कशे वयतलो हो प्रश्न केला तेंच्यांनी हांगला प्लॅन रेडी करून म्हाज्या फुड्यान दिता आनी तांकां कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवन हे जातले जे इतली वर्सां तांकां स्थानिकांक हांगा बिझनस करता तांकां कॉन्फिडन्स ना घेता जाला हेच्या फुडें जावचें ना सगळ्यांक कॉन्फिडन्सान स्थानिकांक कॉन्फिडन्सान पंचायतीक कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवन ही कामां जातली दुसरें हे गार्डनाची परिस्थिती ही तुमी पळयल्यात आता हे पर्सनली हांव मॉनिटर करतलो हांव डिझायन करतलो आनी तांकां WRDक दितलो
लायटीची व्यवस्था कितें जातली
डेफिनेटली लायट आसा लायटीचे फक्त पोल्स आहात ते सगळे गेल्ले आहात ते सगळे शिफ्ट करूंक लायला ते चेंजीस करूंक लायल्यात आनी ते म्हाका दिसता कॉन्क्रिटाचे घालतले.
Another issue was that of the sluice gate near Kerry Beach is in dilapidated condition. At least 288 farmers have been affected by this. Some temporary work has done here, but the flood gates are quite useless. Listen to grievances of locals.
उसपांक जायो ही माणसी सारखी खालते जावंक होई आनी ताका लाकडी बसांक होई
ही जी मानसी केली त्यांना सारखी बसवंक नासलेली
तेव्हा तीच बसवंक ना म्हणून हे पाजून शेत बुडले
आता कितले वर्ष आले तुमका हे प्रॉब्लेम
हे 5 वर्सां आली
आता 5 वर्षात तुम्ही शेतीत करूंक ना
शेती आता 3 वर्सां घेतली याचा भात इल्ला पोटरा इल्ला भात गेला शेती जावंक ना
आजकाली 4 वर्षात शेत सामक्या बुडला पोटरार इल्ला शेत पाणी भरला आणि गेला पोटरा इल्ला.
Arulkar also laid foundation stone for protection wall near fields at Gaonkarwada Mandrem at the cost of 4.69 lakh rupees. He promised to complete this work soon.
आणि आम्ही आयज फाउंडेशन स्टोन घातलेलो आसा रिटेनिंग वॉल प्रोटेक्शन रिटेनिंग वॉलाचे जेचे टेंडर ऑलमोस्ट 4.69 लॅक्साचे आहा आणि मागता आमच्या डिपार्टमेंटाक WRD डिपार्टमेंट कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराक मॅक्झिमम बेगीन काम सुरवात करा फुडल्या 8 दिसांनी हे कामूय स्टार्ट जातले आणि तेंच्यांनी कमीट केला की मे एंड पर्यंत हे कंप्लीट प्रोटेक्शन वॉल जो आहा तो सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट जातलो. मीन वायल तांकां हांव सांगूंक सोदता पंच आनी हांव दोगूय जाण मदीं सायड इन्स्पेक्शनाकूय येतले जे काम बरोबर जाता की ना ते पळोवपा खातीर जेणे करून काम हे बरें जातलें आनी लायफ लाँग अशें उरतलें कशें.
Sandeep Kamulkar for GOA365 from Kerry.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now for the weather, light to moderate rainfall accompanied with lightning and strong winds is likely at isolated areas today. And as per nowcast issued by the Met Department, clouds were observed to be approaching Sattari, Bicholi, Penne and Sange. In case of rainfall, locals are advised to avoid open areas and standing under trees or any other tall structures.
Haze is likely at a few places today and tomorrow. As such, those travelling are advised to remain alert. Maximum and minimum temperatures are likely to hover around 33 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. Maximum temperatures will remain stable for another 4 to 5 days. There are no weather or fishermen warnings issued so far. Light rain likely at isolated areas today. Lightning and strong winds to accompany rainfall today. Weather likely to remain dry on the 8th and 10th of April. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 33 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. Haze and light fog likely at isolated areas today. No weather or fishermen warnings issued for the next 5 days. Bureau Report GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Take care, stay safe and keep watching GOA365.